Hey, I'm just now seeing your message. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a friend of mine. I love him to death, but everything you do is everything. He makes a big deal out of something that is not really a big deal. So he was asking me about the cruise, and then I said, well, the cruise is going to be, this year for New Year's Eve. It's going to be a 5-day cruise. I think it's 5. I think it's 5-day cruise. It was 6, but it's 5. And he said, well, do you need a passport? I said, no, you don't need a passport. As of now, you don't need one because you're just going to Mexico and you're going to Belize. He said, well, with all the Trump administration, well, if it changes, then it changes. But I went to Jamaica last year and I didn't have a passport. I had my birth certificate, and it wasn't even my original birth certificate. It was my short birth certificate and my driver's license. That was it. So I told him that's all you need. But anyway, I love my friend to death, but yeah, that's all you need. But he was like, well, I'll call them and find out. What do you need to call them and ask them? I just told you what you need, but he gonna call them just to make sure. So, I mean, anything could change. Hell, things change all the time. But for as I know, you don't need all that. You don't need it. But I do want to tell everybody. I do want to tell everybody that I'm going to Atlanta week after next, and once I come from Atlanta, we will start getting those tickets sold for the comedy show. Now the cruise, we'll have all that information hopefully before the weekend. We got it together now, but what they was trying to do was they was trying to say everybody needs to start paying their deposit by the 7th of February. That's too early. I've been on plenty of cruises, unless it's a $25 non-refundable deposit for everybody, cool. But if for $150 per person or $300 for one person, ain't nobody got that kind of money. I ain't got that kind of money. We gotta wait until y'all gotta get people at least to the end of February to start paying deposits. There's no way. People gotta pay rent and stuff. Like, hell no. So once we get that situated, then we're gonna go from. Sorry, y'all, my washer's going off. It'll stop in a minute. Then once we do that, then we'll go from there. But the information on the cruise will be out before the stuff for the cruise will be out before the comedy show. But the comedy show, when I go to Atlanta, Super Bowl weekend, I go to Valentine's Day weekend, I'll be in Atlanta, and that's when I got to go down there and patch everything up, and then from there come back home and go through. I think we're using not Ticketmaster. What's the other one? Whatever the other one, we're using that one. That's the one we're going to be using for tickets. We're going to Belize and Cozumel. That's it. Hold on. Yeah, just Belize and Cozumel. They had like longer cruises, but I can't do no long cruise. Depending on how this one goes this year, if we get more people than, if we get a lot of people this year, I'll ask everybody, do y'all have a problem with a 7-day cruise? And what I mean by that, like if you could do the cruise starting on a Saturday, Sunday, and that means Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you basically would take off 4 days, basically. No, 5 days. So if you take out 5, you really would just need 5 days out because you don't want to count. You're leaving out of Galveston. You don't want to count the Saturday and Sunday. You just want to do Monday, Tuesday. But now if you do a holiday, then that'll work out too. But to me, 7 days I did a 7-day cruise and I was ready to come home. That was too fucking long. But some people like 7-day cruises. Some people like them. I can't do them. They just too long for me. But we'll see. Well, let's see how this one goes this year. We only doing We only doing 5 days this year. Last year we did 6. We're gonna do 5. Okay, y'all, let me get my thing from my head. 1 second. Yeah, we're only gonna do 5. Y'all, I'm still gonna do the regular show tonight. I may do a drag show. I don't know. It just depends. Y'all know how I do. Hey, Cotton, y'all know how I do. If anybody send a tip, I might do a show. If you don't, then I'm just gonna put my. The reason why I'm doing this, putting on my makeup seriously tonight, is because I have to do a video for the booking that I got in Dallas. So that's one of the reasons why I'm putting on makeup tonight, like really putting it on, because I'm doing the show in Dallas next weekend. So I have to do a video. So that's why. Ooh, I drank that too fast. So that's the reason why I'm putting on like serious makeup tonight, because I have a show in Dallas next week and I want to do a video to tell everybody, come see me in Dallas. It's going to be off of John Botham Lane. Everything's in my Facebook flyer, and I put it in the group. You can see the flyer. The flyer is actually on. I posted the flyer. It's on my post. When you post stuff, I posted it in there. It's in there. You see it, Cynthia? I posted it yesterday. I posted the flyer yesterday. Last night I posted it. Yep, I posted it last night. So everybody's hitting me up, asking me, PT, is that true about Ray J? How many of y'all was watching me last night? Reported the Ray J situation way before everybody started talking about it. I broke it last night. I got the story 50 minutes after it was posted. What a lot of people don't understand is, a lot of times when people get celebrity news, most of the time they get it like in the evening time, especially in California where a lot of celebrities are at. They get this stuff later at night or early in the morning. That's why a lot of people talk about it the next morning, because it'd be like breaking news. But yeah, I talked about Ray J last night. I didn't get up to see listen to any radio stations to see if anybody was talking about it. But I got up, I talked about it last night. And they was asking me, hey, Penny, do you think it's true? Well, he said it on his Facebook. There wasn't no hearsay. There wasn't no alleged. He said it on his Facebook that the doctors only gave him so much time to live. He said it on his yeah, he said it on his face. He said it on his Facebook. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then like I said, I didn't get up to listen to what anybody said this morning about Celebrity T. I got up and did. Yeah, I did. And everybody was talking about it this morning, I'm sure, on the radio. But I didn't get up to listen. No. But I also broke the story about Kanye, that supposedly everything he said about he apologized to the Jewish community was a lie. So most of the time, like when I used to do my shows, before I started putting on makeup and stuff, I used to always do my shows that I'd have my tea the night before and I would release it. So it would all be fresh stuff. Yeah, it would be fresh. So, yeah, because my friend Chase called me and asked me, is that true about Kanye? I mean, Ray J. I said, yeah, he said it on his Facebook. Go look on his Facebook page. He posted it on his Facebook page. So hopefully he lives. Hopefully he doesn't die. I like Ray J. I do. He's just crazy as hell, but I like him. Hopefully he lives. But we all gotta die one day, including me. Yeah, we all gotta leave one day. And unfortunately, we don't determine on how we leave here. Some people say, well, I don't want to die in a fire. Girl, you don't know how you're going to leave here. You just don't. If I had it my way, I prefer to leave, from maybe some disease, deadly disease, where I have time to, tell all my loved ones goodbye and stuff like that. But we don't determine that. Look, think about them three girls or those four girls that was coming back from a trip and they was headed to Houston, I think, and they had a flat tire. And who's to say that how would they not know that that was their last day on earth? They had a flat tire. Instead of them pulling off on the side of the road, they slowed down and the 18 wheeler came up behind them and killed them instantly. You just don't know how you're gonna leave here. You just don't know. But let that be a lesson to everybody, baby. Listen, if you on the road and you got a flat tire, the first thing you do is pull over on the side of the road. Well, thank you, Peggy. Yeah, the first thing you do when you the first thing you do is you pull over on the side of the road if you got a flat tire. So, yeah, those four girls lost their life. Y'all didn't hear about them four girls that lost their life on the road? Yeah, it happened about a month ago now. Yeah, it's crazy. So by chance, I know a lot of y'all say that y'all are going to come to my comedy show. How many of you guys are going to try to make it to the cruise? There were some people on the live last night that said they was going to go. So we'll find out. I reserved 25 rooms, so we're gonna see when these rooms come available. We're gonna see how many people jump on board. We're gonna see how many people come and do come and do the cruise or come to my birthday comedy show. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So y'all, this is how this works. So I do my makeup tutorial on here. I don't plan on doing a lip sync show. Ouch, my shoulder has been killing me for the last 2 days. I don't plan on doing a lip sync show, but if someone sends a cash app and say, well, PT, can you perform and do a couple of numbers? Then I will. But if not, I'll just do the makeup. And then I'll come back and do my show where I do celebrity tea. And then that's it. Yeah, that's it. Because the reason why I'm putting on makeup tonight is because I have to do a video for the booking that I have in Dallas next weekend. That's the only reason why I'm putting on makeup. you know, by the way, I'm using for my foundation. I'm using it's called Remio, and I actually got it at the Five and Below. It was Five and Below, and someone told me it's very expensive makeup. Someone said it's very expensive. Yeah, but y'all see how dark this is. And by the time I put on my makeup, powder, and everything, I always come out light for some reason. My mom got in trouble. She got in trouble when I was born because they thought she had been with a white man, but she said no. His daddy is black. My daddy was light skinned or red like me, but no, nope. My daddy he's a black man, and they said I was a white baby. I was a white baby for a long time. Till I started changing colors. Well, my nephew in Austin, he looked like a little Chinese baby when he was born. Mm-hmm. We're light skinned, and I have one of my nephews, and my two of my nephews. Well, he passed away when he was a little baby. He had blue eyes, and his brother has blue eyes, and his sister has blue eyes. But his mother and father are black, and they don't have blue eyes. Ain't that crazy? Mm-hmm. I promised myself this year I was going to do a DNA test. Not yeah the you know the thing. Um, yeah, this year I'm going to do the DNA. Let me remind everybody. I'm not for the bullshit tonight. So if y'all say anything, that's Michael. Hey Michael, if y'all say anything out of line, I'm gonna block y'all from my page. So watch what you say, okay? Watch what you do. Y'all continue hitting the like button, please. And like again, like I said, if I do get a tip, we don't call them cash apps, we call them tips. If I get a tips while I'm doing my makeup, then I will do a show. If I don't, I won't do a show. I'm just gonna do my regular show, like I always do. Get on here and talk shit and talk about celebrities. All right. Now I want to tell everybody I don't shave my eyebrows because I just don't. And so I use this Elmer's glue. Okay. I use this Elmer's glue and I put over my eyebrows. Sometimes it covers it up pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't because I just refuse to cut my eyes. I'm not cutting my eyebrows off. I'm not going to do that. Well, my skin, I don't have hair on my face. So I've never had hair on my face. So that's probably one of the reasons why my skin tone is it looks nice because I don't put hair on my face. Now this side of my face, if I start growing hair, it starts to break out on this side. For some reason, this side never breaks out. But for some reason, this side, it gets real irritable and stuff on this side. But this side don't never break out. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. All right. So next we're gonna move on and we're gonna do the highlight. This you can use anything, any type of cream, whatever to do this. Somebody hit me up and said they want to have me to come to Carolina and do their makeup, but I said I will come. First of all, I fly free. All you gotta do is pay for my hotel, and all you gotta do is pay for my. Okay, why did that turn off? All you gotta do is pay for my hotel, and my fee, and I'll come and do your makeup. I sure will. And I don't when I do makeup, guys. I don't have to paint you like a drag queen. Like I know how to do makeup and not be painted like a drag queen. Okay. You don't want to be, but even though a lot of these housewives of Atlanta, oh, them hoes be painted. Ooh, Lord, they be painted. I've known some girls who got into arguments with guys because they thought that was a drag queen. You know what I mean? They have their makeup just be painted. Like, is that a man or a woman? Because a lot of women wear a lot of heavy makeup. Okay, so once I do this highlight thing that I'm doing here, what I'm going to do next is, and I know it's going to look silly, but I'm going to explain it to you, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do next is here, this here is the translucent powder. So you're going to get this translucent powder, and it's very white, but it's translucent, so it'll go away, okay? And we're going to get one of these powder things here, one of these here. Back in the day, we had the real big ones, but people don't really use those anymore. A lot of people put their makeup on with brushes and stuff. I'm like, what? No. Okay, so what we're going to do is with this translucent, I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing it like. So we're going to take this here, and we're going to go like this. Please feel free to ask questions. If you'd like to ask questions, feel free to ask questions. All right, then we're going to go here and go like this. And the reason why I'm doing this, because once I start doing my makeup, when things start falling down, at the end of the makeup tutorial, whatever, what I'll do is I'll just wipe this off. I'll wipe all the stuff that fell down. That's the reason why we put this highlighter right here. But it's just translucent. So it'll all sink into my face. That I don't swap away once I finish my makeup. Okay, let's move next to eyeshadow. Okay, so listen, I will tell y'all this. I'm not a makeup artist. I just do enough for me to get by. For me, because I don't like for anyone else to do my makeup unless it's for something important. And back in the days when I first started doing drag shows, I wasn't good at doing makeup, but I was good on the show. So the bitches that knew I was gonna come to turn the show out, they weren't gonna do my makeup. We're gonna say we're gonna let this bitch get on the show looking ugly. You know what I mean? But I didn't have very good drag clothes. Women dresses and stuff like that. So yeah, translucent. It's translucent, and so therefore I didn't really have a choice but to learn how to do my own makeup, because if you're good on the show and you're talented, they're not gonna help you, child. That's like nobody wouldn't even help me. The people that sold, they won't sold nothing for PT, bitch. But when you are talented at whatever you do, your gift will make room for you. It's in the Bible. It talks about in the Bible that your gift will make room for you. So me being as talented as I was, and people might say, talented? All you doing is lip syncing. Oh, baby, it's more to lip syncing than just getting out there doing this. No, it's, baby, listen, let me tell you something. Y'all ever seen the straight people do the lip sync battle? You ever seen the straight people do the lip sync battle? Y'all remember when they used to do the lip sync battle on TV and shit? That's how we did it back in the days. We did productions, we did lookalikes, we did all of that. Now these people come out there and they just put a wig on, they just start, and they do a backflip and they think they're a drag queen. No, girl. So lip syncing is not easy. You have to know your words, you have to know, and then you put your outfit together. It's not easy. Lip syncing is not easy as you think it is. And then, your costumes, your earrings, it's not what you think it is. You gotta show your emotions, and listen, there's a lot of queens that got nice clothes, hello, nice hair, and they have no talent. I've seen girls with $20,000, $30,000 gowns and can't perform. When I used to do pageants back in the day, I would place, but a lot of them, I won some pageants, but when it came to like fashions and stuff, I would never. I didn't, what's the word, excel in when it came to fashions and stuff. Most of the time I would rent some gowns or nothing, but I couldn't sew my stuff. I didn't know how to sew. I just wasn't that good at. So I wish I knew how to sew, and I wish I should take up sewing now. Even though I don't really do drag shows anymore, I would like to take up sewing just to see if I can learn how to sew. Because you have a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of queens out there that sew, and they sew well, right? They're not gonna sew for you, bitch. They is not gonna sew for you. They are not sewing for you, honey. Especially if you can entertain. If you can entertain, they're not gonna sew for you. So all my career, when I did drag, I was either buying drag, having something made, or renting a gown or whatever like that. But I made a career for myself, because at the end of the day, me being able to lip sync and perform was the main thing. I won my first talent show in Austin, Texas in the early 80s, and I didn't have a wig on. I had on a turban, whatever you call those, whatever you call them things Nick Cannon wear. I didn't have a wig on. And I think I got a dress out my sister's closet in Austin, and I don't even think she know that. She might be watching that, she know now. But I was determined to win, go and do a show. And I went, and I did Patty LaBelle, and I won. And when I won, I went and bought me a wig. And that's also the night that I changed my name, because I used to have a girl's name. But some of you see me without makeup on. The Lord has been good to me, my father and my mother. They're beautiful My father was a handsome man, and my mother was a beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. My mom's still living. She's a beautiful woman. So I came out sexy, and I said to myself, I am not going to be walking around. I'm out of makeup, and somebody say, "Hey, Shaniqua, hey, Shanae, or hey, Sabrina." I no. And so the night that I performed, the night that I did that Patti LaBelle, true story. And she was my drag mom. She's dead now. Her name was Nicole. I was standing backstage, and she said, I said, I don't want to use no girl's name. She said, well, what name you want to use? I said, I don't know. She said, you need to make up a name because you about to go on stage. And I said, oh my God. This light keep turning off. I said, I don't know. I don't know. I said, it's only going to be part time. I'm not going to be doing this all the time. Now, mind you, now this was way back in the 80s, like 83, maybe 84. And she said, well, why don't you call yourself PT for part time? Lady PT. so, uh so that's how I came up with the name PT. hmm But even though when I did drag shows, they would call me Lady PT. But most people just say PT. Then I started doing stand-up comedy in 2001, and I went to comedian PT. So it just depends on where I get booked at. Like if you look on the flyer that they did for me for Dallas next week, it says comedian PT. So yeah, yeah. And I won my first talent night in Dallas. I mean in Austin. And I went and got me a wig, a Sonny's wig in Houston, in Austin, Texas, which is still open to this day. And the rest is history. The rest is history. The rest is history. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this thing was on. Yep. The rest is history. If RuPaul had been around, hello Barbados. If RuPaul had been around when I was started out, oh God, I would have did RuPaul. My God, yes, 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 yes. Because, um, oh, did you know? Did you know Yari? You grew up in Berkeley, Berkeley. Did you know Yari? It's been a while. I'm here every week. I come here. I go live every day. Hello, 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 hello. The person from Oakland, Oakland area. Did you know Yari? Oh, honey, I got stories to tell. I got stories to tell. See, if I didn't have, if I'm asking you again, did you know Yari? The person from the Oakland area, did you know Yari? I'm asking you a question. Okay. Now, supposedly Yari was very popular back in the day. She was a good friend of mine named Tootie Fennell. Tootie Fennell was the first drag queen that did the Gong Show back in the 70s, I guess. I wasn't around then, but she was popular in San Antonio. And that's how she made a name for herself. Once she left California, she went back to Texas, and she did Tootie did straight clubs. She did gay clubs, but she did a lot of straight clubs. I mean gay clubs, but she did a lot of straight clubs. Because she was on TV. You know, when you go on TV, everybody love you. You know, they don't care if you gay. If you've been on TV, you popular, everybody will like you. Sorry, y'all, my light keep going off. I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, if you've been on TV, everybody likes you. So, and I learned a lot from Tootie Fernell. She died now. She's dead now, but I learned. She used to tell me, she said, and she called everybody Mr. She didn't care if you was transgender or not. You were a Mr. when you did her show. She said, Mr. Lady PT, welcome to the stage, Mr. Lady PT. If you were transgender, your name was Vanessa Ray. You was Mr. Vanessa Ray. That's what she called everybody. She's out there with Mr. Tootie Fernell. And Tootie, I guess, yeah, Tootie would be considered. She was considered trans back then because she lived her life. She lived her life like that, you know. And she always told me, yeah, San Francisco, yes, a lot of history there. That's where Sylvester started out. Yeah. And Tootie used to always tell me, Mr. Lady PT. Well, let me tell you about what happened to me when I went to San Antonio when I was living in Austin, and I hadn't really made a name for myself. I was making a name for myself, but I hadn't really gotten there yet, right? So I heard about Tootie Fernell and I heard about her talent shows. So somebody said, you need to go do Tootie's talent show. She got a talent show. I go, oh, really? Who is Tootie? She's, drag queen, whatever. So, well, when I first started going to San Antonio, I was a male dancer. I didn't do drag. And I used to strip for Tootie. I used to strip. I used to be a dancer. And then later, I started doing drag shows. And when I started doing drag shows and was making a name for myself, hey everybody, I went to Tootie's talent night in San Antonio, and like again, like I said, y'all, she was at the straight club. That's all she did was straight clubs. And I went and I did Patti LaBelle. No, I did Stephanie Mills. I did Stephanie Mills into I feel good all over, because I'd always take off my wig at the end of the show, because the straight club, it was something for the straight people to see a man take a wig off, and I'm sure they knew I was a man, but you get what I'm saying. And so and when I was doing I Feel Good All Over, this one time I went up there and my dress fell down. Ooh, and she read me for filth. Baby, she read me. She said, Mr. Lady PT. She said, now, baby, let me tell you something. She said, you're a good entertainer. She said, but you need to go back to Austin and let somebody sew your dresses. I was so embarrassed. I was crying and everything. You need to go back to Austin. You need to let somebody sew your dresses, girl, because, honey, all the people in Austin, it ought to be somebody that know how to sew, because you can't come down here, with your dresses falling down. I was so embarrassed. I went back to Austin, got my shit together, and yeah, can y'all please hit the like button? And when I came back, the rest is history. And then when I came back and I performed, she made me like one of her regulars, because one of her regulars was actually unalived, murdered. She was a transgender girl, and I took her place. And the rest is history. And I became one of Tootie's regulars. Now, as far as and then she always would tell me about the straight club. She said, girl, she said, when you go to these straight clubs, girl, she said, the only thing they're going to be able to say about you is you are a punk. Back then, everybody was a punk. It wasn't no LGBTQ. It was just punks. And she said, the only thing you need to get them to say about you is that you're a punk. I want you to have your wigs together. You need to have your makeup right. You need to have everything right, because the only thing they can say about you is you're a punk, and that's it. And she was right. She said, don't give them no other reason to talk about you but for that one thing that you gay, and that's it. If you're talented, then you won't have to worry about all that other stuff. And she was right. And that's all they could say, but I was a punk. As they say in New Orleans, a punk. That was it. That was it. That's all they could say. She was absolutely right. And she was a diabetic. She passed away. I remember when she called me, she was asking me about diabetes and stuff. I said, Tootie, I don't know. I said, Tootie, honey, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I had no idea she was dying. And I didn't even know. And she was a mess because she used to own a house. She had a boarding house. And the boarding house had plenty of men in it. She said, which man you want. Pick out the one you want. I swear, y'all, I'm not lying. And when she used to host at the straight clubs, she would read the straight guys. Oh my God, she would read. She said, y'all know I'm a punk. And she said, y'all know there's a bunch of punks on the show. She said, half of y'all niggas back there get down with the punks anyway. So y'all better watch what y'all talking about, though. Baby, she would read. They would fuck with her, though. Because Tootie carried her gun. She carried her gun, bitch. Yeah, she carried her gun, honey. Because Tootie did not play. She didn't play at all. She would read the girls, honey. Rest in peace, Tootie Fennell. She would be happy me talking about her right now. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Lady PT. Let my legend live on. I also I had a lot of straight people in my past that allowed me to do this. One lady named I think her name was Renee. Oh y'all, hold on, let me get these eyes right. Give me a second. I'm talking to y'all, so I'm getting a little off right here. So I'm gonna get it right. Anyway, I think her name was Renee, but she was real nice. She was always she had like a she did like a she did hair. She was a hairdresser, and she would always book me for her shows and stuff. Yeah, so I used to do a lot of straight stuff back in the day. A lot. I was the first drag queen to, if you know anything about Austin, Texas, I was the first drag queen to perform at the biggest straight club in Austin. It was called Midtown Live. And I used to live next door, and I learned that from Tootie. By then, Tootie was dead. So I learned a lot from her. And I went over to the club, and I said, hey, can I do a drag show over here? They was like, what? A drag show? They was like, sure. What y'all gonna do? I said, well, we'll dress up as a women, and we're gonna have male performers. We'll have everything. And Mike Cash, straight guy, was so cool. And he just died a couple of years ago. He let me come. And let me come and do the show. Mike Cash. Mm-hmm. Really nice guy. He was really nice, real sweet. And then I found out years later he was on cocaine and stuff. He did coke and all that shit. A lot of people I dealt with back in the days did cocaine and stuff. I just didn't have the desire. I just nothing. It never even crossed my mind because I'm already crazy, bitch. So what the fuck I'm gonna put something up my goddamn nose for, and I'm already crazy. I just didn't, and I saw what it did to people, I saw what it did to people later in life, and some people got on it and never got off of it. I'm from Austin. Me and my friends used to party in Midtown. Yeah, Midtown Live, right? Midtown Live. Yeah, I did drag shows there. I was the first drag queen to ever perform there, to start at the straight club. Off of Cameron Road. Yeah. Off of Cameron Road, correct? Well, I don't worry about trolls, baby. They don't have yeah, Cameron Road, yeah. Do you remember them apartments next door? Do you remember those apartments right next door to Midtown Live? I used to live in those. Yep, Cameron Road. Yep. It's still there, but I don't know what they call it. Mike Cash died. Did you know he died? He died a couple of years ago. I always be the first to do some shit. You know, I was the first. Do y'all not know I was the first gay, openly gay person to do the radio station? You heard of it? Oh, okay. Well, did you know my family? Did you know the Johnsons or the Williams? My father, my father was a big time. My father, yeah, my eyebrows is fucked up because I'm talking to y'all, but I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm gonna get it right. My father was, he was he was a huge, he was the head deacon at St. James Baptist. You heard of St. James if you're from Austin. You heard of St. James? Y'all don't type fast enough. Oh, I gotta charge this thing up. She still ain't answered my question. I said, have you heard of St. James? She still ain't answered my question. No, my eyebrows is fucked up. I'm gonna fix them before I go live again because it's kind of hard for me doing this and talking to y'all at the same time. Yeah, yeah, because I usually stand up when I do my makeup. So, um, I'm at yeah KKDA. Oh, yeah, McDowell's sure did. I'm still waiting on. Oh, I gotta charge up my phone. It's about to die. I'm still waiting on Joyce's. I'm still waiting to hear back from Joyce. She still ain't said nothing yet. Okay. Girl. Oh, what's peaches point of view? She still ain't saying nothing. She still ain't saying nothing. Oh well, maybe she don't want to say nothing. Oh boy. I'm missing something here. I'm doing pretty good. But I'm missing something. Hold on. If anybody would like to see me do a drag show tonight, you have to send tips. That's the only way I'll do one because I'm not going to sit up here and get in drag and anybody, nope. So if you want to see me do a drag show tonight, hit the Cash App. It's on the bottom. What you mean I'm doing better than you? Oh, you talking about makeup? Okay. Okay, I got to charge up my phone because she's dying, honey. She's dying. Yeah, I'm going to fix it. I'm talking to y'all, so I got all kind of shit going on, talking to y'all at the same time. Here we go. Still ain't heard back from the camera roll lady yet. We still waiting. Joyce. She still ain't said nothing. We love you over here, Joyce. Now, let me show you guys. I go back over this with a brown. See how soft the brown looks? Thank you. See how soft the brown looks than the black? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? You see how soft this looks compared to this? That's why I go back over with the brown. Much softer. Yep. I've been doing this for a while, y'all. I know what I'm doing. Okay, it may start out like a train wreck, but it usually comes together. And when I was younger, okay, bitch, when I was younger, baby. Y'all saw my pictures of me when I was younger. How many of y'all didn't see my pictures of me when I was younger? I'll show you one in a minute. Let me. I'm looking for something. Yeah, that black is hard, baby. That black is hard. She's hard. She's hard. She's hard face, man. You's a dude, my nigga. It's so crazy because, when I used to perform at the straight clubs and stuff, we didn't have no issues with going into the women's bathroom and stuff, back in the day where the adults were at, because I wouldn't go in the bathroom. First of all, I don't walk around in makeup. That's the first thing. So for some of y'all trying to say something smart. I don't live my life as a woman, and I never, as a trans person, and I would never, even if I was in makeup, I would never go into a bathroom where children or kids are at. I go find, hey, do y'all have a unisex bathroom or something? Because, baby, let me tell y'all another thing. When I'm just me by myself, if I'm at the mall, a public place, and I walk in the bathroom and some kids in there, I walk right out. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, bitch. I'm not walking. Baby, y'all need to stop letting y'all kids go in these bathrooms by themselves. Can I get a witness? No, ma'am. I'm walking right out. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I walked right out. No, ma'am. I walks right out. I'll bring my ass up out of there, baby. But it's the truth. I don't know why people would let they son, even their son, walk into a bathroom by themselves. Hey, how you doing, Miss Jolie? Yeah, I checked before I allow my But even still, then, like if you check and you go in there, somebody might come after they. Hey, you wait till my grandson come out of there, my son or whatever. No, ma'am. Don't. You ain't set me up, bitch. That includes churches and everything else. No, I don't have any kids. I do, but they're not mine. No kids. Yeah, stand at the door, yeah. Because you just can't trust people. You can't. And people be worried about drag queens. Hell, every time I saw it, Catch the Predator on TV, it was straight men with wives and girlfriends and preachers and truck drivers. I ain't never seen not one drag queen on To Catch a Predator. But still, I ain't. And I ain't babysitting your kids either. No, ma'am. If they not my own relatives, I'm not. It could be a single lady living next door to me, and she got kids, and she really need a babysitter. Baby, you better go find somebody, because I'm not babysitting your kids. I ain't doing it. No, ma'am. And it might be an innocent thing, but innocent shit like that turn into some crazy shit. Yeah. Can't do it. PT, what show are you doing tonight? I just clicked on the live. Well, you know how I always do. I'm just doing I'm getting in serious makeup tonight because I have to do a video because I have a booking next week. So I'm going to invite everybody to come see me in Dallas next week. But like I always say, if somebody send a cash out, I'll do a couple of songs. If not, I'm just going to come back and do my regular show. My regular show. Y'all know how I do. That's how I do it. I'm sure trying to get these eyebrows together. I never could get my eyebrows right. Especially when I'm talking to y'all. Especially when I'm talking to y'all. It's kind of hard. Okay. But and Boy Scout leaders, you ain't lying. Them be the main ones, honey. Yep. And these church folks too. These church folks too. hmm No, but I'm not babysitting. If they not my own people, I'm not watching your kids. You better get somebody else. What they say, get somebody else to do it. No, baby, I'm not watching your kids. Because you know, what, I was telling somebody. I think I said this one time on my live. I was saying that just say if, for instance, I decide I wanted to babysit somebody's children. You know, I only do a show if somebody's sending money. That's it. Yeah. So let's just say if somebody want me to babysit their kids, right? And we friends, we hanging out, they calling me uncle, stuff like that. And they agreed to pay me, I'm right-handed, they agreed to pay me X amount of money, right? But they start taking advantage of me, and they'd be like, well, can you watch them another week and I'll pay you? See, that's when the shit starts. That's when all the shit start hitting the fan. And then I'll be like, no, boo-boo, you already owe me from last week. And then all of a sudden, here go the mama telling the kids, go and tell everybody that Uncle PT done this to me. And next thing you know, you're in a bunch of shit. So no, I'm not keeping your motherfucking kids. Yep, I'm not gonna do it. No. So that's the reason why I wouldn't do it. If it ain't my own relatives, I'm not doing it. And you can't really be mad at the child because the child is doing what the parents tell them to do. Yeah. It's sad that people would do that, but people will do it. People will do it. Because they can't have their way with you and get mad, you know what I mean? They have their way with you, and they can't have their way with you, and then they get mad, they get upset. Next thing you know, bitch, you in court, and you better hope God is on your side so you can. Yeah, I mean relatives too. Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't understand about the relatives. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah. You just don't know who to trust when it comes to kids. Y'all, my makeup is not what it should be because I'm talking to y'all and I can't really do like I want to because I'm messing up talking to y'all. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right here in a minute. But yeah. Anyway, let's talk about something else. What's the funniest thing that happened to me in makeup? I don't know. I want to dance. Y'all love to pick them fast songs. You know, my old ass don't like to dance, but okay. I think the funniest thing that happened to me one time, I was I was on my way to San Antonio on the bus to do a show, and I was in drag. To be honest with you, it's not normal for men to want to babysit everybody's kids. No, there's some really good men out there that wouldn't do anything to children. It's just it don't look right. It's just And me being gay, I wouldn't do it because that's the first thing they think that all gay men are. That's what gay men do. No, baby, you be these so-called straight men, honey. Every straight guy, when I came up in my hometown, Everybody that came on to me was so-called straight men that had wives and girlfriends. All the men that came on to me coming up were straight men. Yeah, straight men, honey. Straight men with wives. Did I mess with them? Some of them, yeah, I did. Yeah. Sure did. hmm And they was calling me a punk and sissy after they messed around with me. Yeah, I hate my makeup. I'm sorry. I hate my makeup. I do not like my makeup. I'm not happy with my makeup. Period. I'm just not. I'm not happy with it. But I'm gonna go on with it. I'm gonna go and put everything on and go on with it. I'm not happy with it. I hate when I'm doing my makeup and talking to y'all. It's kind of hard because I usually stand up when I do my makeup. I think what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm gonna buy me one of those, uh, one of them things that you put in your car that you put in your window, and you could. I need something where I can stand up and do my makeup. I hate, or either be up a little taller. I hate to sit down and do my makeup. That's hard. But I'm gonna put these lashes on and see if that make a difference, and then I'm gonna move on. You know what? I didn't realize that. Y'all, these are magnetic eyelashes, and I didn't realize it till I picked them up. So what do you do to you? Oh, you use this in. Somebody wants to see a drag show tonight. They want to send a tip to my cash app. Please don't let them be the only one, y'all. Please don't let them be the only one that want to see a show. Don't ride on somebody else's coattail. Okay, if somebody send a cash app, y'all need to match it, or girl, no ma'am, these are magnetic, bitch. Girl, no ma'am. I'm finna put these bitches on. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know this. I see your little comments, sir. Watch what you're saying over here before you get blocked from my live. We see you. I know you need some attention. Right. We see you. You're not the first troll that ever came to my live. I know you was been looking for attention since you was a little boy. And you're probably still a little boy playing on the internet. Yeah, they magnetic, but tell her I wasn't trying to use that little shit they had for me. I put on some bonding glue, honey, and I know she ain't gonna go nowhere with this bonding glue. Okay? She ain't going nowhere with the bonding glue. Nowhere. Well, sure, there's a lot of men watching me right now. They ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, you know what? My phone is on silent. Oh, you sent me something? Oh, okay, hold on. And I need y'all to match what she sent me if y'all want to see a long show. Okay, I'm not gonna do 8 songs. Oh, well, thank you for $50. That was sweet of you, darling. Song request. All right. Well, thank you so much. No, I don't. Because when I put it on, honey, if it ain't set when I put it on, I don't need to set it. Yeah, my phone was on silent. Thank you, love. I appreciate that $50. Appreciate you. $50, it'll make you holler. And I'm not going to take a. No. Let me see how many people got watching. 163. Oh, no. No, I can't do that. So. I don't know. I'm not feeling this tonight. I guess it'll get better, though. I'm going to stay positive. You're welcome. Thank you for doing the show tonight. You're welcome. Some people do come in and show me some love, like really want to see a show. I'm over here looking like Lou Neal. Albie. You gotta pray for me. Baby, please save your prayers, honey. Because if them prayers ain't worked by what all these years and my 64 years I've been on this earth, bitch, they ain't gonna work. So just please save your prayers, honey. Pray for your mom and your daddy. Don't pray for me. And pray for your family. Don't pray for me, honey. Pray for yourself. Yeah. Pray for me. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Well, bitch, you started with me. You started with me, bitch. You started with me, bitch. I'm gonna finish it. I don't need your motherfucking prayers. You pray for yourself. You come in here, you start with me, bitch. You got the right one tonight. No, we ain't. I'm not nothing to you. Don't tell me what to do. Now, notice I put purple on the top of that, y'all. Do y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. Yep. Darling, we let people say what they want to say, as long as they don't cuss me out. As long as they don't cuss me out, they helping my channel, so I let them say what they want to say. They know what to say, what not to say. Make a deal with y'all. I make a deal with y'all. If we get another, if somebody match what she sent me, I won't take a break. I'll do the show right now. Even though I'm going to be losing a lot of views for doing that. You say I have bags under my eyes. Well, at least ICE ain't looking for me. Anybody match the $50 she sent? Well, at least crusty makeup. At least ICE ain't looking for me, honey. She sent $50. Here it is, right here. Yeah, at least ICE ain't looking for me, honey. No, you've been deported. That's probably why you're mad, because you came over here with an attitude. And my only deportation is to heaven, darling. That's the only deporting I'm going to be having, is deporting my way to heaven, unlike you. Well, you're watching. The thing about it is you're watching, and you're the only one in the live that's mad and upset. What happened? Your husband left you? Your man left you for another man? What's the problem? I know you say mister, but I think you're a woman. Thank you, Nana. Appreciate you. You say God don't have a place for me. I'm glad that you and God are good best friends, bitch. Okay. I'm glad to know that you and God talk every day. And y'all are best of friends. Yeah, if anybody matches the $50 she said, I won't take a break. I'll do the show now. Hey, Miss Jolie, are you going on my cruise? Or are you coming to my comedy show? Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you. Don't forget, guys, I'm doing a cruise. I want you guys on my cruise as well. Let me see if anybody matched that $50 so I don't have to hang up my live. Well, we like the trolls, baby. As long as they don't cuss me out, we don't care about the trolls because they make my show. Oh, you a man? What you know about blending? Girl. Woo, baby, you just told off on yourself, ma'am. We know what you got going on over there, honey. Mm-hmm. We know what you got going on over there, baby, since you said, I need to blend. Oh, how you doing, ma'am? It's a New Year's Eve cruise, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve this year. Leaving out of Galveston. But my birthday show, comedy show, is in July. July. All right, we got to remove you because we don't allow repeating stuff. You call me a king, you call me Queen Kong once. You've done it 3 times, I think. So now that you know the rules, you can come back tomorrow and you can try it again. No, 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 no. It's too late now. Oh, no, 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 baby. It's too late. Did somebody get him out of here? Who got him? Yeah, we didn't block him. We just put him on timeout because you can't repeat yourself in it, baby. You did it, Janet? Okay, I saw it. Okay, you didn't block him, did you? Yeah, just put him on timeout. That's fine. He'll be back tomorrow. Did you block him, Janet? Oh, you did? Okay, good. Okay. He'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, we don't allow you to say stuff more than once. Oh, you blocked him? Well, you remember I told you I don't block the people. Just put them on timeout. Only time you block them is if they cuss me. Well, she gonna have to get another page and come back because she blocked. She blocked, honey. She blocked. But maybe she knew about blending, didn't she? She knew about blending, honey. She knew about blending, honey. Straight man talking about blending. Girl, we know your tea, honey. You just told off on yourself. You just told off on yourself, baby. Well, she gone now, so it don't matter. She's gone now. Right, did anybody match that 50? Nobody matched the 50. Okay. This is what we're going to do. Because I don't want to have to hang up the live, but I will. Somebody sent something. Let me see here. Ooh, bitch. It's warm in here, bitch. Oh, let me look over here. I hate this damn phone. This phone don't pick up my shit. For some reason, it doesn't show my stuff like, okay. All right. Catherine, thank you for $5. And again, thank you again, Ms. Jolie, for $50. Okay, so I'm gonna by the time I put up all this makeup, guys, and if we get another, if someone matches the 50, then I'll stay. I won't leave. But if not, I'll hang up and come right back. It won't take me long to throw on something and do the show. Okay. I'm putting on my makeup right now. This is not as thick as this here. I have it fixed before I go live, so it's all good. Had to go and put a little eyebrow, a little old mole on there, girl. Little old mole on the eye, on the face. Hello for the little mole on the face. Ooh, I know one thing. Bitch, it is hot in my apartment, bitch. Damn, it's hot in here. Well, it won't take me long to get thrown something, honey. I'm just gonna throw. I got you. I ain't gonna have you waiting. I'm not gonna have you waiting. Your dad's not on here, baby. He's in prison. Your dad's not on here. He's in prison. No, darling, your dad's not on here. He's in prison, honey. Oh, I'm about to lose my, oh my God. Oh, they said my thing going dead. What's the T? Oh shit, I'm about to lose y'all. Okay, there you go. I don't know. It said it was going dead. Y'all like my earrings? Y'all love my earrings? Okay. Kiss my shit, shang shang. Kiss my shit, shang shang. Disgusting. Oh, well, you watching the night crew? Well, you tell your night crew that I need them to come to my uh to come to my birthday show in July. We're gonna get the tickets sold real soon. We're gonna have tickets sold real soon. How you doing? Hey, Wendy, is that you? How you doing? All right, guys. Um, give me about 10 minutes or less, and I'll be back to do the show. Okay. Thank you again for that. Those two tips that I got. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We got I got a $50 tip and a $5 tip. That's 6 songs. After them 6 songs, I'm closing down the live unless I get some more tips. Okay. Because I'm not gonna be up here all night entertaining y'all for free. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.